Hi guys, it's me. I am Deidre. It's been like a whole year, a whole entire year that I have been missing in action. I haven't been doing any videos or anything. Um, I got a little discouraged, but I won't go into all that because I hate when people make videos and they just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. But I don't like my videos were based on cooking videos. I have not made any of those videos because I don't eat the same anymore. I've lost 55 pounds. I don't know how well you can see me. I can back up here some. But I've lost 55 pounds. Um, I'm like 80% vegan and 20% raw. So every now and then I eat nothing but fruits and vegetables. Um, but yeah, so what I'm gonna cook today is it's gonna be vegan, but it's unhealthy vegan. Completely unhealthy. I would not eat this on a normal basis because I don't think this is good for you, especially the mac and cheese I'm gonna make. I'm gonna try to attempt to make raw vegan mac and cheese. Um, this is a one-time thing for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Um, I might upload some videos in March. I'm going to Ireland, so I might upload those. I don't know. I'm still trying to decide about this YouTube thing. But let's get right to this. We're going to make some collard greens, vegan mac and cheese, some sweet potatoes, and fry some mushrooms. Okay, this is nothing I would eat on a normal basis. This is just a little Valentine's Day treat for me. But let's get into it, okay? Let's make these collards real quick. Okay, y'all. So my phone is too heavy for my tripod. I haven't used this tripod in forever, and this is a new phone. So I'm just going to have to hold my camera for some of this, which is totally ghetto. I don't even know if this is going to work. I'm going to have to try to find my other tripod. But let's try to get... And I'm going to have to use my hand because I'm sorry, y'all. Whoa. Let's saute some onions and peppers. This is for the collard greens. We're going to do these one by one. So, let's saute. There's a lot of peppers and onions, but they'll cook down. Let's saute some peppers and onions, and then we'll get the collards going. I just got the collard greens in a bag. This is dropping my phone. Sorry, y'all. I'm totally not prepared as I thought I was going to be for this. Let's saute. We're going to saute this up, and when it's done sauteing down a little bit, we'll come back. The seasons I'm going to use for this is, I'm going to use Tabitha Brown Sunshine All-Purpose Seasoning. I'm going to put some liquid smoke in it to give it that little smoky flavor, and some onion powder and garlic powder. Y'all, this is crazy. I got to find my other tripod. I'm going to go try to find my other tripod by the end. Hopefully this will be done sauteing and I can set this phone up properly. So I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Unfortunately, I cannot find... I have so many tripods and can't find one. So I just got this kind of rigged up here. I can't hold that phone and cook at the same time. But we still sauteing our peppers. So y'all, what we looking like here. We're still sauteing them. And then we're going to... I'm going to... what do I want to do? I'm trying to debate if I want to go ahead and add my greens. I'm going to start going ahead and adding the greens. I rinsed them off. They the kind in the bag. I'm going to have to let them cook down a little before I add more. I don't know if they all going to fit in this pot, but this is like 2 bags of collard greens. So, we're going to add, let them cook down. I think I'm going to season once they... I'm not going to put no seasoning in until once they cook down. So I think I'm more excited for the greens than anything else. I try to eat as healthy as possible. Because I know even being a vegan, you can eat unhealthy stuff. And I know by no means is vegan mac and cheese healthy. It's not healthy at all. That even though it's vegan cheese, non-dairy, it's not healthy. But like I said, this is a one-time thing. And my daughter's going to eat this with me and my co-worker from my second job. So I'm going to let these cook down some so I can just get everything in here. Then we'll season it. And I'm going to put some veggie broth, some low sodium veggie broth. I'll go ahead and add some of that. So we can get these to cook down and not burn. I'm going to just add this whole thing of veggie broth. I got 2 of them. So we're going to just let this cook. It's going to be cooking for a while. Alright, so we're going to let this cook down. Then as soon as this cook down, we'll add some more greens to it. Because this will cook down. I'm trying to stir my veggies up some. Put a little bit more in here. Let me see if I can just force them all in here and then I'll just put the lid on it. How about that? How about that? Get all our greens in here. These are the ones that's chopped in the bag. I did rinse them. Let's get our lid. Yeah, they all fit in there. We'll get our lid. We're going to let this cook down. And then we'll come back and add our seasoning. Okay? Okay, guys. We're back. When I tell y'all these greens are smelling good, and I ain't even put no seasoning in them yet. They just cooking down. But I think I'm going to go ahead and put the seasoning in them. I'm going to go ahead and put some seasoning in them. And just let them cook low. Because I'm going to let them cook for a couple hours. But also, while I'm doing that, I don't know if I know I told you what I'm making. But let me just tell you again. Because I'm looking at these mushrooms. Like, did I even tell them? So, I'm making greens, sweet potatoes, vegan mac and cheese, and I'm going to fry some mushrooms. Okay? Because yeah, I'm going to fry some mushrooms. But these sweet potatoes, this is not how I normally would, back in the day, would make sweet potatoes. I would use fresh sweet potatoes. I would slice them, cut them up. This is just the frozen sweet potatoes. And this is vegan butter. And I'm also going to put some, I know you can't see me that well. Ouch. I'm going to try to move that a little bit. But these are my sweet potatoes. I'm going to just show you. I'm putting some cinnamon sugar. Just a little bit of this because it's cinnamon sugar. Put some cinnamon in them. In my sweet potatoes. On top here. Some cinnamon. We're going to put a little bit of pumpkin pie seasoning on here. Normally when I make sweet potatoes, I use brown sugar and the juice from some heavy syrup peaches, but none of that. This is nutmeg. We're going to put a little bit of nutmeg on here, on our sweet potatoes. We're going to put some vanilla. Just shaky, shaky, shaky some vanilla. This is vegan butter, if I didn't mention it before. And we're going to use some blue agave. Just drizzle that on there. It was a time, you know, where like I said, I would use brown sugar. This ain't coming out that much, but that's good enough. And then I'm going to just pop this in the oven and let it just cook. Let it just do whatever it want to do. Okay, so that's that. That's sweet potatoes. That's only 2 bags of sweet potatoes. And I got some mushrooms here. I'm going to just slice these, wipe them off. So the thing with mushrooms, we're going to fry these. But the thing with mushrooms is you don't want to rinse them under water because they'll get, mushrooms hold a lot of water. And they'll be mushy. That's why people don't like mushrooms, because it has that soft, mushy consistency. But you'll just take a wet paper towel and wipe them off. And then I'm going to cut them in half and we're going to fry them. Okay? Make some fried mushrooms. But In the meanwhile, let me season my greens. I should have put some garlic in here, but I ain't worried about it. So we're going to put a little bit of liquid smoke. We're going to give it that little smoky flavor. I don't want to put too much. We don't want to overdo it. We're going to put some garlic powder. Some onion powder. This thing is like clogged. Onion powder. Some pepper. I'm running out of pepper, but put some pepper in there. And some of this Tabitha Brown seasoning. This is salt-free seasoning. So I'm going to have to taste this. Yeah, this is, I don't know why. I guess the steam is keeping it from coming out. There we go. So we're going to leave it this, let this cook, and then we'll taste it. Just stirring this up. My spirit is telling me that ain't enough seasoning. We're going to let it cook. And let that cook. And then we'll taste it in a little bit. We'll be back. And we'll do our roux for our mac and cheese. Okay, guys. First of all, let me just say, I just tasted these greens. And oh my God, they are so good. But we still letting them just cook. Take their time and cook because they ain't melting in my mouth like I want them to. I got my water boiling for my pasta. So for this cheese roux, we're going to use some vegan butter, which is already melted in here. Some vegan cream cheese, a little bit of that. Some flour, of course, and some veggie milk. Some almond milk. And this is the cheese I'm going to use to melt down. This is mozzarella. This is cheddar. And this is some creamy melt. So it's supposed to be like a creamier type of cheese, but we're going to try all of those. I don't even know what I'm going to cook this mac and cheese in. Okay, I'll worry about that in a minute. But my butter is already melted because of the heat in here in the kitchen. But let's find a spoon. We're going to use this little everything, but we're not using all this flour. I'm just using a little bit of it. And we're going to stir it up. I just needed something to put the flour in. We're going to cook this flour down. I only used a little bit of that. I don't know why I scooped out so much, but there's our flour in there. Then we'll just start adding our cheese. How about that? I should have opened this already. Let's put some mozzarella in there. I want this to be like really cheesy. Let's put some cheddar in there. I was totally not prepared. Let me stir this up a little bit because we don't want this to start burning. That's mozzarella and then let's add a little bit of this creamy cheese. I was not prepared at all. Ask me why I did not have this open already. This creamy milk. Okay, let's put some milk in here because we don't want this to go left. There we go. Now let's just stir this up and let it melt. I want it sticking to the... And then we'll put some seasoning in it after it melts down. Now this already looks strange to me, but hopefully this melts perfectly. I feel like I want to add some more cheddar because I want it to be more orange, but no other reason than that. But we're going to let this melt first. Oh, let's put our cream cheese. Forgot about our cream cheese. Y'all, them greens was so good when I tasted it. When I took a taste, it was so delicious. Put a little dollop of cream cheese. Just a dollop. We're gonna let this do its thing, and then after this melts down, yes, we'll see if we need to add more. I want this to be cheesy, and I already looked in on my sweet potatoes. Let's melt this down until, hey, it's melting. It is melting. Get that cream cheese to melt. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. My water has not started boiling for my noodles yet. Turn these greens down a little bit. I don't want to speed cook them. I just want them to cook for as long as possible. Let me let y'all see my greens. They're looking good and they taste even better. So our cheese is melting. I'm going to turn it down because I don't want it to melt too fast. And I think I want to put a little bit more milk. And then we'll put some seasoning. Yeah, that's doing lovely. So let's just put some garlic powder. Put some garlic powder, some onion powder, and some smoked paprika. Put some smoked paprika. Woo, wait a minute. It must be seasoned because I'm sneezing. Ooh, low. Okay, smoked paprika. I'm going to put a taint, just a taint. I don't even think I really need it. But I'm going to do it. A tinge of salt. And put it in my hand. Like that much. I don't really think I need it. You know, cheese is pretty high in sodium. Yep. It's looking good. Alright, let me move my cheese. Let me throw my milk away. It's kind of warm in this kitchen. I ain't cooked like this forever. But this is our cheese sauce. I'm going to leave the smoked paprika out because we're going to put some on top of the macaroni. So I'm going to finish letting this melt, which is doing a fabulous job. I might say it's melting pretty good. Finish letting that melt, put my butter and stuff away. And then when we come back, we'll assemble our mac and cheese. Well, I'll be back after the noodles get done, okay? Okay, guys, we're back. I had to give my noodles time to boil, but this is our cheese sauce right here. Our vegan cheese sauce. Noodles are done boiling. I'm going to try to, hopefully I can see this from there. Just rinse that out. Here's our thing. I'm going to cook our macaroni in. Let's dump in our macaroni. Let me get some butter. You definitely got to put butter in it. So we'll just add some butter here. Couple pieces. Well, I'm just going to do all of this because it ain't that much. Okay, some butter. Let's stir the butter in. Grain still cooking. I'm going to take them sweet potatoes out in a second, but let's put our cheese sauce in. We don't need all of this cheese sauce. Okay. Now let's just mix it up. And then I'm going to, hopefully that wasn't too much cheese. Oops, spilling. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm trying to think, do I want to sprinkle some cheese on top? I don't feel like I need to. But I will, just to give it that, you know, full effect. Let's use this creamy cheese. We'll use this creamy cheese. Guess I need to get rid of this stuff. Use that cheese, and let's use some cheddar. And then I'm going to cover this and put it in the oven. Okay. No, nothing in there. I don't know what I'm... Let's get some foil. And we're going to stick this in the oven and probably pull our sweet potatoes out. And we covering it. Oh, wait. You know what I wanted to do? Put some smoked paprika on here. Smoked paprika. Okay. Now let's cover it and stick it in the oven. Let me get, let's get our sweet potatoes out. Look at them sweet potatoes. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Got the juice in the bottom. It's hot in here. Okay, let's stick our mac and cheese in. We'll be back to check on it. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm just eyeballing to see where my cheese is melted. I'm going to clean up my mess and I'll be back, and then we'll fry these mushrooms. Cut them in half. And I use, just to make it simple and quick, I use this chicken fried seasoning and mix that with some water to make my batter. And here's my first set of mushrooms right here. Look at them mushrooms. Look at that. You'll think you was Zaxby's. I got another batch in the oil now. Let me show you the mac and cheese. I showed you the sweet potatoes. I'll come back and I'll put a picture of everything plated up at the end. So here's the mac and cheese. Vegan mac and cheese. Sweet potatoes are back in the oven because I added another bag. Excuse me. I added another bag to it. These greens done drank up all the water, baby. But there's the greens. I'm gonna do a plate showing you it all plated up. And the sweet potatoes are in the oven, like I said. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Depending on how this video does will determine if I do more. I guess I shouldn't say that. I should just try. I should just be consistent and try. So I won't say that. So I probably won't be cooking big meals like this, because this for sure is not healthy. It's vegan. There's no dairy in any of this, but it's still not healthy. It's not a healthy meal. So, and what I eat on a daily basis is kind of boring. So I don't know if that's anything you all would like to see. But if you do, just put it in the comments and I'll do videos on what I eat daily and whatever. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, please comment on this video. And I'm going to put a picture of the plate at the end. But please comment on this video. Thanks for watching. Continue to subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Love you. Bye.